Hello, my name is João Cimento, and I'd like to show you the third video for the restoration management system. Today I'll show you the site monitoring data screen and its features. So when I click here, site monitoring data, and the system pops up this screen, decision screen, where you can select which kind of monitoring data will you add or search or get some result from it. So in this case, have a breeze form, we have population monitoring form, have mountain attack form. You can import also field data and search monitoring data and do some plots of data that already exists here in the database. So let's start here with the breeze form. So we can add a new data, selecting first the destination section. So select the projects, then the site, then a section, and then click add. This way the system will open up a blank form with monitored section here, Missoula Field West Slope. Then we type the date, let's say yesterday, and we select the team members who did the monitoring. I'll type myself, and then start typing the desirable species, leave live undesirable species, and noxious weeds. And as we type here the total live, this value increases. So I also get up litter, rocks, etc., just like the paper form. Here have species present, so I can type the main invasives found in the area and select if they are dominant, frequent, or infrequent. May also select here any other plant species in the database we find that should be a concern for the site. On the erosion, we can type more data here, like percentages or weeds, also weeds present. Again, if they are dominant, infrequent, or frequent. Those are the main species found here in Butte, Montana. And also have these checkboxes here for erosion information, weeds, exposed waste material. Let's say it should be acidic here in the area. So make click and this data will be stored in the database forever. Then the user can see it later and do queries and have a history for the section. Here is save. You may add a new one just clicking here, new records, and start a new record. These are spot monitoring for a whole section. So let's see now data that I know that already exists, was typed before. So select Anaconda Smelter Restoration, Smelter Hill, and Northeast Slope. Let's say search data. These are the data typed before. Here, Anaconda Smelter Restoration, Smelter Hill, and Hill Northeast Slope. So just let you know, just like in the previous videos, all data you are seeing here are test data. They look like real, they're similar to the data found in real monitoring, but they don't come for real world. They are here just for system tests. Okay. So the next step is we can monitor the population section and how it works. Usually for population monitoring or restoration work, we can plant in the beginning of the restoration project after the soil amendments, and then you can plant maybe again next year or again 2 years later, depending on how well the plants develop. So every type of plant we may plant maybe the same species as planted before, or different species, or a mix between same and new species for the site. And so the best two, and of course they will have different successful rates, different population, different size, I mean height. So then the best way to manage is work with batches. So when start a new batch, we can give it a name. Let's say batch 1, and this name can be repeated for different sections. So I mean, batch 1 can exist in different sections. It's not a problem for the system. Then select the date. Let's say we planted it today, and then here select the plant species. Let's say let's choose any here, and Artemisia tridentada or ludoviciana. So let's say we planted today 100 specimens for this plant, and then we also planted for the same site, let's say Juniperus horizontalis, creeping juniper, and 200. And then we start to add here species that plant, let's say 50 dog furs, and then we save. So next time we can come here, type them again, and then we can plot some really nice graphs for it. So let's show you some data that I know that already exists here. So for the plant population, we can come here, build native plants. Actually this project and this site and this section. So let's see what we have here. So when I click here and search, we don't see anything. So that's why I have to choose a batch. Here we see it where many batches planted in this site. You can have batch 1 or batch 2, or let's say batch 3. Okay, so in the batch 3 we have different plant species, Juniperus communis and Hymenopsis acaulis, and other species. And now we can choose one plant species, like say Juniperus communis, and plot a chart for the population evolution. So if we see here in this table, the species are together and have the quantity, starting quantity, and then they go down as the plants die. So then plot the chart, and here we have the section, the batch, the plant species, starting population, most recent population, survival rates, and the evolution graph for this over the months. Of course, it can be like years, could be weeks, depending on how frequent the monitoring happens. Okay, we can also print these records if needs. And the next one is the Montana Tech monitoring form, what was developed for the restoration works and restoration course here at Montana Tech. We have data under this criteria: Anacondas, Smelter Hill, and Northeast Slope. Well, of course, we may monitor the same section with different forms, not a problem. So let's search data here. Oh, this is the form. Let's see. Okay, no, there's data here. Butte, Syndicate Mine, and Southern Edge and Rock Outcrop. So let's search data. Oh, sure, I have to type a date. I said 15 of October of 2017. Then search this data. Here it is. So this peak here, and you can stretch the screen. So here's syndicate mine. There's no employee assigned, but we can assign an employee for it. And the plant species monitor that site it also has a plant monitoring subform here if the user wanna use it, but can also use the population monitoring. It's depend on what's the user feel that should best fits for its application. Here we have the latitude, longitude, elevation, target invader, and aspect like the slope. And let's say we can type here a name for someone and have bare material soil, pebble, cobble, rock, rodent, deer feces, cryptogamic, and vegetative height and litter height. Okay, we can also have a plant population report. We can print plant population reports for it. See the dates, the section, under study. You can print these records, print all the monitorings. You can export the plant population for a Excel spreadsheet too. And you can also browse for other monitorings. Let's see if you choose a different date, let's say in November. A different form will be shown. And to do the same, see the data is different, and it's like a monthly monitoring of the same site. And for the same form, when we add monitoring data for it, we have plant statistics. So I'll show you some other feature for it. You can select like Anaconda, Smelter Hill, and Northeast Slope. Then we click plot soil cover. Now we erase the dates. Plot soil cover graph, and we have this statistics about how is the evolution of soil cover graph for this project, sites, and section. So you see vegetative cover, litter, bare material soil, and cryptogamic. As you have dates for it, this system automatically plots. So this is you can have a very fast answer about all the previous monitoring. You don't have to build a new Excel spreadsheet, search for data in different computers, different forms, and we can type right away from the fields to with a notebook. We can type the monitor values here, so that prevents paperwork and misinterpretation of the forms. Usually someone fills and some other people will type, so maybe who will type won't perfectly understand the writing of who made the monitoring, and well, one single digit here may lead to a big jump on the graph that will take us for wrong conclusions. So it's not a good idea. So that's an advantage of the system. Can type from the fields. Here also we have internet access and using VPN, and then we can type right away on the main database, preventing duplicates and misinterpretation of monitoring data. We can also, if you select this site, a plant species, let's say Achillea millefolium, common yarrow, then we can plot plant species statistics for these species that we have in the system. So we may have individuals number, percent coverage. So project, site, sections, plant species, you see here how's the evolution over time. Okay, again, it just depends on the way we input the data, then the system can make the plots very easily and quickly for us. We have also import field data. In this form, it will import for the Mountain Attack monitoring form. I'll show you. We using a tablet, if we are like far away without internet access, we may use a tablet and type in a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, and we can pick it here. I'll show you now. So first I have to select the destination section. Let's say the project. Let's see a different project, different site, and section. Import field data. It asks us for a folder. So what we can do here is select a file, but in a previously chosen folder, but we can choose any folder in your computer or even a tablet. If you connect the tablet here, you can pick up the file from a tablet. Then we open and it imports the field data. So that's it. Then we can just show you here, Travonia West, section 1. I think I have to type the data, so it's May 20, 2018. So let's search. Yes, right here. This is the data just imported from Travonia West, section 1. And this is the data, this is some test data I typed. They're all here. Okay, that's it. Thank you and see you in the next video.